What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode Built by the Red Stick. It's your boy, Michael Oakley, with the one, the only, Average Joe himself, Ronnie LaDuff from Built by the Red Stick.
People, what's up, my baby? It's your boy, Ronnie LaDuff, Mr. Sidekicks, a.k.a. Mr. Side Tooth, a.k.a. Mr. Side Snack, a.k.a. your treatment center's favorite marketer. Man, we got another fire banger on our hands. Man, we got, what we got? 6 days till Christmas?
6 days till Christmas.
Whew.
Man, look, shout out Elevate Treatment and Legacy Center for sponsoring us.
Is that the people on your shirt?
That's the people on my shirt.
I like that shirt.
Look, it's a nice shirt.
Okay.
It's a nice shirt.
I like that
Shout out Ronnie LaDuff for joining us and
joining us. I'm here every week.
I know that's why I'm
sorry, go ahead.
damn
My bad, I was wrong.
man, so busy.
I'm sorry, bro.
Shout out for him being a part of this with me. We love doing this. This is our
baby.
thing. This is our thing. This is
our
our piece, our journey. Look, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor. On YouTube, smash, bam, the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you get notified every time we drop a new episode. We're here to talk about whatever comes to our mind.
Whatever.
Built by the Red Stick, overcoming adversity, man.
Yep. And if it's something y'all want to hear, a topic y'all want us to touch on,
Comment, man.
Comment in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We trying this whole social media thing.
Yeah, we
you know
knew.
What I'm saying?
We knew.
You know, we're young, ish. You know, so we still
You old.
I'm 38.
Old. I'm
38.
just playing. I'm just playing.
I'm a hot 38.
Man,
I'm a hot 38.
what's going on with you, baby?
Man, you know, bro, just getting ready for Christmas, man. Just and you know, in the month of December, the treatment industry kind of slow down a little bit, but
Do I? Do I?
you be directly affected.
It scares the shit out of me.
slows down, but then it picks up for the parties and the work events.
Yeah.
This and that. So, you know, just doing that type of stuff, man. We just had our work Christmas party yesterday, you know.
Little work.
Regents Behavioral Hospital.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know, a Christmas party.
Hey.
Yeah, you know. So what Elevate got me for Christmas?
What Elevate got you for Christmas?
Because I like to, so we're just going to touch on this for a second. I wouldn't say that I am a founder of Elevate Treatment and Legacy Center, but I do like to think of myself as one of the forefathers. Did I say that word right?
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the ones that kind of seen that thing through. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, what y'all got me for Christmas?
It's a surprise.
Dude, I've been surprised with nothing my whole life.
I can't say it on here.
Don't do me that, bro. I know you, bro. I know it. I knew it.
Hey, look,
I still love you.
listen, we mentioned it the last couple of episodes. If you're wanting some of the Built by the Red Stick merch, there's very, very few left. Limited sizes. So hit us up. Get some of the new
merch.
The new merch.
The new.
We'll drop another limited edition drop here soon.
I want to do something.
My man wants to do something.
I'm just feeling it in my heart. So and it's only fitting because we got the TikTok audience with us right now.
All right.
So if we can get the Built by the Red Stick TikTok page up to 1,000 followers by January.
Okay.
By the end of January. If we can get the TikTok Built by the Red Stick page to 1,000 followers by the end of January, that's January 31st. And if we can get the YouTube Built by the Red Stick page up to 400 subscribers by the end of January, 350.
I'd say 300.
300?
Yeah.
All right. Forget it. All right, here we go. 1,000 TikTok followers, 300 YouTube subscribers by the end of January. I give away 2 pair of shoes.
2 pair.
2 pair. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, them Flu Game 12s about to drop next year. The Steel 10s about to drop next year. The White Cement 4s about to drop next year.
My man said
the Metallic 5s
pairs.
about to drop next year. They got OG Heat dropping next year. So again.
So let me, just so I can clarify to myself.
Clarify.
If the next month and a half, we can get up to 1,000 followers on TikTok.
1,000 followers on TikTok.
300 subscribers on YouTube.
300 subscribers on YouTube.
You're going to just give away 2 pair, or we're going to initiate another contest?
Initiate another contest.
Initiate another contest. And Michael does love a good contest.
I love that you love a good contest.
Another thing I'll do, sweeten it up a little bit. Sweeten it up. If we do all that and we initiate another contest in collaboration with Sidekicks, giving away 2 pairs of shoes, it'll be to 2 different people. We'll have 2 winners. With those shoes, you'll get a free Built by the Red Stick shirt.
So will that be a separate pool, or would that be once they get the winner of the shoes?
The winner of the shoes gets a shirt. So you'll win. If you win, you'll get a pair of shoes and a shirt. Both people.
So 1,000 followers on TikTok, 300 subscribers on YouTube, and 2 winners will receive a free pair of shoes of their choice and a Built by the Red Stick t-shirt.
Absolutely.
Ain't nobody else doing it.
Ain't nobody doing it.
Nobody else doing that. And listen, while y'all on the TikTok, smash the screen. Get them likes up. Smash
Hard.
I watch TikTok lives like all the time, and I be smashing the screen. Smash your screen. Tap, 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 tap.
Man, so, I wanted to bring something up, man, because this episode will air on YouTube 6 days before Christmas, man.
Yep,
and it's a hard time for people.
Right.
Like there's financial insecurity with Christmas and everything. Some people don't have custody of their kids. Some people have lost their kids. Some people have lost their parents. Some people have lost a sibling or a loved one. A lot of things go on in people's lives that sometimes the holidays bring a lot of trauma or bring a lot of grief and bring a lot to the situation, man. And so, man, I kind of want to hear what, like, as a man who has been through now, this will be your 5th set of holidays, right? We made it through Thanksgiving, but we're coming up on Christmas and the New Year's season. As a man who's done that, like, what are some of the things that you did to help you get through those hard times and stuff, like, especially in recovery, right? Because I don't know about your family, but my family and a lot of people's family who are in recovery, with, even if they get to go to these events and stuff, there might be some drinking and stuff.
Right.
So, I wanted to sprinkle, maybe some suggestions.
So when I first got sober in April of 2019, I did some serious soul searching, right? I didn't just get off drugs and not use. I actually utilized the resources in front of me to become a better person, to become grounded in a power greater than myself, to learn who I was again, to refine my light that we spoke about in the previous episode. And so in doing those things, I have become grounded in a power greater than myself.
Absolutely.
I have since created a stronger foundation of myself, and then even fixed the cracks and crevices, here and there. So I know who I am and I know who I want. So like nothing, like none of that. It won't. I'm not saying it can't affect me, but if I continue doing what kept me sober and what's keeping me sober, then I ain't got to worry about that.
But
and then. Oh, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead. I know you want to add to it. Go ahead.
Well, I understand that aspect for you. I'm asking more of like, if you're, talking to a mentee, right? You're mentoring somebody and they're newly sober, Christmas is coming up. What are some tips that you're going to give them?
And that's how I would start. I would start by what I did, and the main thing that allowed me to do those things is I remain willing.
Yeah.
You have.
Well, Ronnie sucks at giving tips, so I'm going to give y'all some tips.
I mean, but that's you. Yeah, go ahead. You say I'm too cliche, ladies and gentlemen. I gave him the same tips he gave me 5 years ago, and now
No, bruh. No, I know what you're trying to say, but some of the things I'm looking for, some of the things I tell people is like schedule. Right. Because like a lot of the stress is coming with these holiday seasons and everything. And so schedule is important, right? So like how long am I going to stay at these events?
I suck at scheduling.
Have this stuff planned out, right? If there's going to be drinking there, right? Go long enough to have your presence known, but leave quick enough to not be tempted. Find support groups, right? There's normally a lot of different support groups going on during these holiday seasons that you can get plugged into to adjust to those things and go find those, meeting-a-thons and stuff like that where you can tap into people who are going through the same thing. Gratitude is a big thing that when coming into it. But like my biggest thing is planning, right? Like if you fail to plan, you're planned to fail.
Preach.
Preach. So that's kind of what
that's the same stuff I said.
God.
But and to be honest, Mike, I still don't go to certain places.
Really?
Like whether it's family or not. And I was just having this conversation with O, right? And I'm gonna use a specific event, and it was for my bachelor party. I was comfortable going to Clicks and then eating at Hooters and then going back to Clicks to shoot pool.
Yeah.
It's because the environment suited what I was comfortable with. So like, he'll have like shoe events or kickbacks at clubs, but it's not that type of environment like it normally would on a regular club.
Right.
And then, bro, I surround myself with people who I know have my best interests at heart too.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't go out with somebody that I just met in treatment. And I'm speaking in if I'm just getting sober. Like I wouldn't go anywhere with nobody I just met in rehab. Like who gonna be strong for who?
But we're very blessed in this manner, but what if your family ain't the healthiest?
Then you know what? Sometimes you have to make the tough decision to do what's best for you, whether that be cut family off.
And I agree. And while it's that decision, maybe you're grounded enough to make that decision, there's still things that we need to have in place to support us and have support while going through those things. You know what I mean?
And so one of the things I did too is I told my sponsor everywhere I was going when I first got sober.
Hell yeah.
And kind of help him walk me through a checklist of what's my motives for going to that place.
Yes, indeed.
Like I did it a lot.
And that's a great, preventative measure that we're taking that you took early on to do that. Because I mean, look, I'm not naive to understand that the holidays are tough.
Yes.
They're tough, man. And a lot of people relapse. A lot of people fall victim to those old demons. A lot of people enter into depression during those points of times. Yep. And with, being a positive outlook and being what we want to do, man, like I think it's not only our duty, but our responsibility to have those conversations and put out some things. And look, there's a multitude of things that and resources that you can reach out during that time that give you the ability to have support. Because I think that's the biggest thing is making sure that you have some type of support. Like, right, you said you surround yourself. I've talked about that from jump since we met, right? Audit your circle and make sure the people that you're with are climbing with you and want to see you eat and want to see. Man, I saw this great video the other day. It's 3 dudes in a car. They pull up to a fast food little joint. One says, "Hey, I want a blah, 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 blah." And then the other one, "Oh, add blah, 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 blah." And then they look to the guy in the back seat and they're like, "Hey, what you want?" He's like, I ain't got no money. He said, and they were like, Who asked you if you had money? We got money. If we eating, you eating. Now, if we not eating, you not eating because we ain't got it, but we eating. Okay. Oh, God, can I get blah, blah, blah? Man, get some fries and a drink with that. Stop being shy, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, can I have a small fry and a small drink? Make it a large fry, right?
Yeah.
Right? And like,
that's the type of people I got.
Yeah, that's the type of people I'm on, you know, like, and so that's the important aspect of when these holidays come. New Year's is coming up. All of this stuff is transpiring. Make sure your support system is solid.
Yeah.
Make sure you audit in your circle, and the people you're around want to see you eat, and the people that you rocking with are rocking with you the same way. Because one of the biggest things is a lot of times they got wolves in sheep clothing.
Man, look, and I ain't gonna say no names, but you just said a mouthful right now, man, because I'm going through that right now, finding out people that wasn't rocking with me the way I was rocking with them. But that hurts. I don't care
Absolutely.
how sober you is. I don't care if you done drugs, didn't do drugs, normal person, whatever you want to. But that's a different type of hurt, bro.
Absolutely.
That's a different type. And then when they try to play victim, boy, I just got mad. I just got mad all over again. Woosah. But yeah, so like, and then like you brought up, man, the depression, because a lot of people, and we spoke about it on the Thanksgiving episode, a lot of people going into these holidays where they don't have the loved ones to share it with. And when that depression sink in, it's not about your environment. It's about that internal chaos you're trying to quiet. And what we do best when we want to quiet something or numb something and not feel it, I can't.
There's a lot of destructive things that a lot of people do.
Yes. I mean, from cutting to drinking, overeating, gambling, adrenaline. I want to go skydiving. That was an ADHD moment.
Woo! Squirrel.
Squirrel. I want to go skydiving and bungee jumping. And so, I'm not qualified to give advice on every situation of what somebody's going through because I hadn't been through everything. No. But I tell you what, I'm a damn good listener and I'm available.
You are a good listener.
I'm a great listener.
You're a good listener.
I pride myself on being a
listener. I'll give you that.
Even when I'm not listening, I'm a listener.
Even when I'm not listening, I'm a listener.
That sink in. That made absolutely no sense. But I figured if I gave you that slow...
It sounded good, though. It sounded good.
Especially when you add that slow dramatic shake to
I hear it. Yeah. Even when I'm not listening, I'm a listener. Man, what's your holiday schedule looking like, man?
So... we have the kids. So if you've been following us, you know that I have two bonus babies, step kids that I raise as my own now. They father live in Texas, and then my youngest son, his mama live in Mississippi. And then So on the holidays they go with them, but now we rotate.
Okay.
So they was gone for Thanksgiving. So Christmas we're gonna have all the motherfuckers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so we ain't doing no visiting. Mama, I'm sorry. I'm not bringing all them kids to your house.
Look like she coming to your house.
Like y'all coming to our house for Christmas. So we just gonna chill with them, man. Let them open their presents. And then my kids older. You know, we got 17, 2, 15, 13, a 10, and a 2. So the only one that's probably really gonna be opening stuff is the 2-year-old. The other ones just want money. They just want money. Which, you know what? I'm not made of. And I'm probably gonna have to turn a lot of different things. I wasn't finna say like tricks and that. Yeah. Why you looking at me like that?
I'm not looking at you.
Make it happen, but we're gonna make it happen. But I really want to chill. I really want to wind down the end of the year and kind of recharge, man.
I don't think we talked about it, but that's what my Thanksgiving was.
Oh, you so lucky.
My Thanksgiving was just, I ate with the fam and did all that, but I ain't get out of bed a couple of days. I wouldn't play golf. That was fun.
Rich people stuff.
Man, shut up, bro.
You gotta be rich to play golf. Up. Just own it. All right. I ain't saying you rich, but don't you gotta be rich to play golf?
No, you don't.
How much a set of clubs cost? Don't give me no basic clubs. I'm talking about to be accurate and get the spin on your ball. How much a set of clubs cost?
A good set's probably between $900 to $1,500 for like a casual golfer who doesn't want just like some, Walmart.
But you're not a casual golfer.
I am a casual golfer. Like for like the golf that I play, right? Where I play more than a casual golfer, but like my skill level, right? So I'm talking about skill level casual golfer who wants decent clubs. You're looking between 8 to 1,500.
All right. And then how much it costs to play around a golf somewhere where you're not gonna sprain your ankle or hit a bunch of sand in your eyes.
$50 to $175.
That's one round.
Yeah.
And you normally play two.
Two what, a day?
Rounds, yeah.
No.
You don't play 36?
No.
You just play 18.
I play 18.
All right. And is that with or without a cart?
I play with a cart.
So is that extra or is that included?
That's included. So I would say on average, the golf courses I'm playing are about $77.
Mm-hmm. And that's with the $1,500 clubs?
Yeah.
All right, cool. When do you eat?
When do I eat?
Yeah.
What do you mean when?
You eat before you go to the course or you eat after, or you eat at the clubhouse? That's
It
what
depends.
they call it, right?
Yeah, it depends. Most of the time I eat when I leave.
But you do eat there sometimes.
No, I'll get snacks and Gatorades and stuff.
$4 Gatorade.
No, it's like $2.50.
Okay. And how much is the burger?
I don't eat burger. I don't really eat. I get like a snack or something. Every now and then I'll get a
what type of
hot
shoes you wear out there? You wear them?
No, I got golf shoes.
Okay. What them run you?
My pair costs about $100.
Okay. What you wear? You wear that out there?
No, but the golf apparel costs a little bit of money.
All right.
Let
me see your hands. All right. You ain't got no blisters. So how much the gloves cost?
I got a nice gloves. They're about $35.
Okay. You making my point for me, bro.
No, I'm not, because you don't go and just spend $3,000 all at once and just start going, right? Like you can start building that stuff up. And right, like my set of golf clubs is almost 3 years old.
You know how much it costs for somebody to go shoot basketball?
I mean,
you know how much it costs for somebody to go play football?
Football costs a lot of money.
All right, wrong example.
Baseball costs a lot of money.
Right. Not as much as golf.
Sports cost a lot of money. Not recreationally. Look, I'm not saying it's
a rich man's sport.
No, it's a hobby.
Golf is the cocaine of sports.
Man, how do you just look, bro? It's not. I enjoy it.
There you go.
It's not.
You know what? I'm sorry for poking at your enjoyment.
No, it's cool. It's cool. This thing,
Right.
I know y'all see me keep messing with this.
Get it right.
The AC level in here is hot and then cold. We got a banging studio and
call that menopause when you hot and cold.
It's for women. I mean, what you got going on over there?
You being sexist, bro. Equality.
Shut up. Shut up.
So what you doing for the holidays? What you got going on? What's Michael Oakley's schedule look like?
It'll be interesting. I'll probably eat at mom and dad's, wake up at my house, let the kids enjoy Santa. I too alternate schedules and stuff. So my youngest, I'm not gonna have him this year for Christmas. I'll have my oldest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but you always.
Yeah.
You always do. That's.
But probably honestly some relaxation. I might probably go visit some family. We normally, go make a couple of stops at different families and stuff.
Okay.
But nothing major. Nothing major.
I really
low
want to
key
chill.
Christmas.
Yeah, I want to chill, man, because we both go so hard during the year, bro, and I need a recharge because I feel like, and I'm speaking this into existence. I'm manifesting, whatever you want to call it right now, man. I feel like 2025 finna be a big year.
Yeah.
And I want to be spiritually, emotionally, and physically aligned with the energies that's finna ensue.
I'm glad you live restrictions.
What we got at?
We got it restricted to some audience. We got 2 restrictions.
Welcome to Elevate, a place for people like you, built by people just like you.
We're committed to helping all elevate from the destruction of addiction.
I hope I would give somebody who's either new in recovery or that's currently struggling with addictions, today can be the last day that you struggle, the last day that you wonder how you're going to have to chase down that drink, that fix, whatever the case may be for you.
At Elevate, we embody more than treatment. It's about passion, love, understanding, truly being your partner on your path to recovery.
Our staff treats substance abuse and co-occurring mental health disorders with a multidisciplinary approach to best fit our clients' needs. We all just embrace each other. We genuinely care, check up on each other. And it's not an act. You matter. You're more than what you've allowed yourself to assume you were.
When perseverance, hard work, and dedication meets, success happens.
At Elevate, we have a variety of programs to fit our clients' personal needs, such as intensive outpatient, and the aftercare program.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, give us a call. Elevate. Do more than recover. Leave a legacy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably talking about crazy stuff.
You gotta be careful.
But so I'll tell you this. You talked about 2025 being a big year, man,
Yeah.
and I mentioned this in one of the very, very, very first initial episodes of Built by the Red Stick. The new year is my favorite time. Like, it's one of the most hectic times for me. Don't get it wrong. Like,
As a business owner, right?
on my business side, yes. It's very hectic just because the timing of like a lot of our stuff all happens in the beginning of the year.
Right.
But on a personal level and a growth level, I utilize. I'm very symmetrical thinker, right? So like I don't know. But I'm very like point A to point B, like framework, right? So give me a framework that I can operate within. And so like January 1st to December 21st, whole year, it gives me like this framework to operate within. And so like I love the new year because that's when my new goals come into play. That's when I start breaking down those goals. I review my goals from last year, see what carries over, and do all of those things, man. And I talk about it, and I think I've talked to you about it before. So in October or November of 2019, I was at home and I was scrolling on the TikTok.
Love me some TikTok.
It might not have even been TikTok because I don't think I got TikTok till COVID 2020. So it might have just been like a Facebook reel or a YouTube reel or something.
Okay.
I don't even know. But I was scrolling, came across Steve Harvey motivational speak. He does. It was one of his Sunday motivationals.
Right.
And he was going off about success. And he said there's two, if you want to be successful, there's two things you got to do. He said, I know a lot of successful people and all of them have done these two things. And scripture tells us what they are. He said the first one is you have not because you ask not. And he goes on to say, you are one of God's children. God wants you to have. He said, so when you up your ask, God automatically ups his delivering, right? So you have not because you ask not. And then he related the second scripture, and I can't remember what it was and verbatim, but it said, have your vision and make it plain so that all who sees understands. And so he said, having a vision board, right? Having a vision list. And he said, this is what I want you to do. He said, I know a lot of successful people and they all do this. He said, this is what I want you to do. He said, I want you to go home after hearing this and I want you to write down 300 things that you want. He said, be detailed. He said, just write it down. He said, when you get to about 50, your brain is going to start shutting down. It's going to be hard, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going. How much money you want in your bank account? How many bank accounts you want? How many, you want a summer home? You want this? You want that? How many suits you want? What color suits you want? How many pairs of shoes you want? What kind of car you want? How many cars you want? Do you want a bonus vehicle? Do you want a jet ski? Do you want RV? Blah, blah, blah. He said, just keep going and keep writing and keep writing and keep writing and keep writing. And he said, make that vision clear. Put it down, 300 things. And he said, put it on your screensaver of your phone. Put it on your screensaver of your computer so that every time you wake up, you see that stuff. And I did it. right? In 2019, November of 2019, I saw that video. And right when he said it, I did it. It took me a week to write 300 things. A week. Because my brain just kept getting stuck. A week. And he said, I'm telling you, you have not and you ask not. And write your vision down and make it clear so that all who see can understand. He said, do those two things. And when a year comes, go look and you'll be surprised at how many you have checked off. And as you check them off, add more. And so I did that in November. In December, because like I said, I'm a symmetrical thinker. I'm a bookmark thinker, right? I was like, I'm going to look at the end of December and then I'm going to look again, right? That'll be my yearly renewal, right? And the things that I checked off on just within that month were astronomical. So I carried it over. So now we're in 2020, right? We're going into 2020. You know what my 2020 was.
Right.
So when I looked at the end of 2020, one of those things that was on my list was
Create my
own company. And then at the end of 2020, we were forming it. We had everything scheduled. We were getting licensed and everything. And so, bam, more things checked off, right? And so then 2021 comes around, right? And so I'm checking off and I'm adding. So I do those things yearly. That I get jacked up talking about it because I've seen it come true. I've seen the power of manifestation and the power of my higher power, God, in my life. I've seen those things happen. And so by those things happening, it gives me that fuel to keep going, right? It's the same thing with this.
Right.
Right? Like we love doing this.
Right.
And we probably would still be doing it if nobody listened, but the fact that people do listen gets us even hyper.
And getting something out of it, not just listening, but like
random messages from people.
Yeah.
Dude, I had somebody randomly message me on my personal TikTok account, said, hey, you don't know me, but I'm in recovery. I'm from Baton Rouge, and I really enjoy your recovery content. I really enjoy the Built by the Red Stick. You are inspiring people. Thank you.
Chill bumps.
So like adding those things to the list, right? Like on my list now.
Right.
On my list now.
I was on your list.
Is monetizing Built by the Red Stick.
It's gonna happen.
Like I know because it's on my list.
Yeah.
And I look at my list.
I'm feeling.
And I ask not because I have not because I ask not, so I ask.
You ask.
I ask.
You motivate me to go make a list. You and Steve Harvey. Thank you, Steve Harvey.
I'm going fire. When you get a chance, go look up the video.
So when I just type in Steve Harvey,
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you.
So you save the video.
Oh yeah.
You randomly go back and watch it
all the time. All the time.
Oh man.
All the time. And so like I said, man, like I know I got real animated and started talking real fast. That's the passion.
But
like the new year does it to me, bro. Like I love that, man. I love when it comes and I want to challenge everybody who listens to us, all our viewers, all our people, all our loves, all our babies, as Ronnie calls them, man. I call y'all the world.
I love. Then the fact that we get another year to make better.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't supposed to be here. And I'm not even talking about Built by the Red Stick. I'm talking about living.
No. It's all lanyap.
We was not even supposed to be here.
It's all lanyap. If you know our story, you know this is lanyap.
Yeah, like every day I wake up, the people be like, "Why you always so happy and smiling?" Like
I'm not supposed to be here.
I'm not supposed to be here. Nobody's supposed to be here. That's I think that's Deborah Cox. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Oh man, bruh. We not supposed to be here, Mike.
No, and I think that's one of the passions on why we go so hard. Is we wake up and like, man, I've made reference to it before, bro, but that Ruby Francesco poem, Complainers. Poem.
Oh.
I think it's poem.
For real?
I some people say poem. Some people say poem.
I say poem because it'd be like words.
Yeah, poem.
Poem into my spirit.
Oh, poem.
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 Hold them words in me.
Okay, I like poem. I think I say it wrong, but judge me if you want.
Man,
but it talks about all these different like like complaining and all of this stuff, and it talks about like it's like life is like one of my favorite lines is he goes, life is a gym membership with a really complicated cancellation policy. So when you feel like the world is hold on, I want to get it right because it's just fire.
That's the spoken word dude.
Yeah.
All right. Go.
So he goes, weight is something that is designed to keep you down. So when your shoulders feel strong, or when your shoulders feel heavy and you feel like the world's weighing you down, stand up tall, lift your shoulders, call it exercise, because remember, life is a gym membership with a really complicated cancellation policy.
Yeah, that dude hard.
He goes
that dude
so hard, bro.
I had to go check him out again. Smash that screen, y'all. Tap, 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 tap.
Tap, tap, like love. And so, man, like, I want, like, you know this about me, man. You know this about me. I'm never in competition with other people's success.
Right. I want my own version.
What you mean?
Like of success. Like what success looks like. I ain't competing with that. I want mine.
Right, but like, you know, like I always want to see, especially my family.
Right.
Like you, right?
Facts.
Family.
Facts.
I want to see you eat,
Right.
And so like that's the same thing with all of our viewers in our Built by the Red Stick family. Like I want to see y'all eat. And so like I'm telling you right now, like I know it sound corny. When I heard Steve Harvey say that stuff about writing the list, and I know it sounded corny, but I'm telling you, the things that came true in my life based off of having a vision and making it clear and writing it down so that anyone who sees it can understand what I'm shooting for has manifested the greatest things in my life. And I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that it's all been perfect.
Right.
And that it's all been just dropped upon me. Now, some people have you believe that shit was just given to me, but I worked for it.
Why you pointed at me when you said that?
No, I'm just.
I'm messing with. Go ahead.
But, you know, like, I want those things for our listeners. I want those things for you. I want success. And, man, what better way than for this new year coming upon to create goals, create aspirations, and drive for that. Drive for it. Because, man, I saw another quote. Man, I got to find it. Hold on.
It say we not live no more. People texting me saying, y'all, what happened?
You got restricted, so I restarted it.
Oh, man.
Definitely live right now.
Yeah, we are on a new live. Man,
Find it.
I can't find it, dude. I don't want to. I don't want to stay in here on our phones, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm not talking about it. But it was a quote, and it said that, dreams without action become anxiety.
I seen that somewhere. Did you have that in your office?
I might have.
Somebody had that somewhere.
I don't think it was me, but because I just saw it recently. But it said dreams with no action become anxiety.
Man, that is.
And I want you can achieve your dreams, bro. Like you said, we're not supposed to be here.
You got me ready to run through a wall.
We're not supposed to, bro. We shot heroin with toilet bowl water for a decade.
We restricted again, probably not. We just got back. Thank you, Michael. But yes, we definitely put some life-altering substances into our bodies that should have unalived us. For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
The fact that God thought enough of me to spare my life. Why is you laughing? It was him, God. Let me move so when that lightning strike comes.
No, bro. No. It's because I just blurted that out right after we hit.
Thank you, Michael. But we still good. Sorry, TikTok. We love y'all, bro. We love y'all. Keep smashing that screen to let TikTok know how much y'all loving this content. That's how you beat it. Tap, 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 tap. The fact that God thought of me enough to spare my life and give me 8th chance at this after I have already forfeited my rights as a father, as a son, as a brother, and as a member of this earth or, species of this earth. The fact that that gets so emotional because it's like, bro, I gave up on the best thing that ever happened, and that was me.
Yeah.
Right? In my own little world,
Yeah,
like I was the best thing that happened. And so I gave up on it. The fact that he was patient enough with me and picked me up and polished me off and, turned me into like what I'm becoming today. Man, I'm going to wake up and go hard.
Every time.
Every second.
Every time.
Every chance I get. When my feet hit the floor, I am grateful. I am thankful. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Man, I'll be going through it on the inside and people will never know because this smile, teeth or not.
Yes, indeed.
Imagine I feel them holes in.
Yes, Lord.
I'm telling you.
Yes,
But I'm gonna definitely go check out that Steve Harvey video because I think I've seen that video.
I think I've
but I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get refreshed on that.
I know I've told you about that before.
So I appreciate you thinking of me enough to put me on your 300 list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You on there? You on there?
Right.
One of the things that was on there was great friendships that turn family.
That's hard. Cause I have 3. Right now, aside from you don't count you locked, you been bonded. Like we past that. Like mama call you son. So, but I have 3 new people that I just met after being sober that have become family.
Bro, I'm the same way. Like it takes a lot to get into my circle just because, and it's not the fact that I don't think people are worthy, but you touch a hot pot enough times and that thing burn you, you're gonna stop touching the pot. You're gonna start putting the mitt on or something.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that like this has helped me with.
Yeah.
Like doing this, like I don't know everybody who follows us. I don't. But I trust them enough to be vulnerable with them.
Strangers we never even met.
Yeah.
And I think like at first when we did it, I ain't gonna say I was like hesitant, but then when you get random people messaging you saying you are inspiring people, like you helping people going through stuff, it's like, who am I to keep this in? It's my duty and my obligation.
Yeah.
It's my responsibility to spew this out.
Right.
It's a privilege to have your mess become a message, your test become a testimony. Don't get me started. Hey, man.
Go, bring it on.
Don't get
bring
me
it
started
on.
in here. I grew up in the church. I grew up in there. I could take it there.
Take it there, baby. My mess become a message, baby.
Yep. So I understand where I'm at today, and even though I still struggle emotionally because I'm a little sensitive prick sometimes, and
I still struggle emotionally because I'm an insensitive prick.
Yeah, and it's still just I keep bringing this stuff up. I need to go see my therapist, but like a one-on-one therapist, like away from the cameras. It just bothers me how people could just be people sometimes, bro.
I know.
That's a hard pill to swallow, especially when you entrusted them with so much. Did I use that word right? I've been reading a dictionary.
Yeah.
I've been reading a dictionary. I'm trying to learn it. I know words. I like to use them in a proper context.
Man, look, bro, get you one of them little word of the day calendars.
Yeah, there you go.
And it had a word plus a definition, and then try to implement that into your vocabulary rigorously.
You're doing too much. I'm a symmetrical thinker.
Hey. Man. You know what else we got coming out soon?
Wait. Oh. Built by the red stick. You can't tell me nothing. Was that what you was talking about?
Man, we got our anthem coming out soon.
Man, I wanted to drop it right now so bad.
Hey, look, if y'all go follow Ronell86 on TikTok.
Yep.
Go follow Michael Oakley, Mike Oak, something.
It's
I don't know.
M Oak.
M Oak
8.
On TikTok. You'll see us teasing the Built by the Red Stick theme song. So Ronnie, his cousin Trent,
Yourself.
myself.
And then we had help with Ducks on the Track
Yep.
that made the beat.
Yep.
My childhood friend, my bro, Damian Kaufman, made the beat. And then we had, now when I say this name, I might break the internet. It might break the internet. We had hits with Lakeith.
Master it.
Mix and master the
Mix
track,
and master it.
produce
And
the
so
track, bro.
we
It was-
finally got the full copy.
we got the full finished version.
So y'all make sure to, follow us along that journey if you want to hear that banger of a song coming out.
Yeah.
You'll hear it in the intro of this video. If, like I said, if you go follow our TikToks, even if you're following the Built by the Red Stick, smash that follow button for us. You'll hear the chorus of it. We're snipping, we're teasing the chorus of it.
I've been listening to that song. It's been on
Nonstop,
repeat.
dude. Nonstop.
My legs look so good in that camera. Hold on, let me pose real quick so I can screenshot and send it to me.
Hey. But so that's coming out.
That's coming.
That's
It's
coming, man. Built by the Red Stick.
You can't tell me nothing.
So New Year's coming, baby.
New Year,
Look,
new me, baby.
we're excited to continue the growth on this thing.
Yes. And I know our people probably like, oh my God, 2 episodes of just y'all back to back. Trust me,
We're coming.
we got something for you.
We're coming. It's the holidays. It's hard to get.
Yes.
It's hard to get
Yeah.
guests and stuff, but I
We got
promise
y'all.
you,
It's-
we got some guests coming soon.
Yes.
Y'all are going to enjoy them. I promise you. We're going to enjoy them.
Yeah.
And
Can't wait.
we're trying to take this thing to the moon.
Yes. And anybody out there, we touched on it a little bit. We gave
the time.
tips. We gave, situational circumstances. But if anybody out there has been struggling through the holidays, I know we just got through Thanksgiving. We got Christmas right around the corner. If anybody is struggling, please, please, please reach out. I would much rather have you crying to me or to somebody you trust on the phone than to have them people or that person crying over your casket.
Absolutely.
Because we're in a time now where you're just not getting the opportunity to start over, right? But going to detox,
Look,
or this and that, and then sometimes it's not even about the drugs, the mental health,
and I'm gonna try to be as non-restrictive as possible. The opioid epidemic that has turned into a fentanyl epidemic, is powerful,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it is wiping off family trees.
Yeah,
It's removing children from parents, fathers and mothers from children, grandparents. It's affecting white, black, all races, all ages. And if we can be an inspiring hope or a voice of reason just to one, I would love that, man.
absolutely.
Love that.
I second that.
So
I second that, man. We love y'all so much. I like I say, other than being with my family, I wouldn't rather be anywhere but right here.
y'all make sure to smash
Every
that
week.
follow,
Smash the follow.
smash the subscribe,
to subscribe.
like the post,
Like
like
the
the
post,
page,
like the
like
video.
everything, like everything.
Like just like
Even if you don't like us, like it.
And again, we're gonna reiterate what we talked about in the middle of
Woo!
the episode. We're gonna reiterate it real quick, just real
Woo!
quick. We can get to 1,000 TikTok followers.
1,000.
1,000.
1000.
4 digits. 1,000 TikTok
Which is
followers.
we only need like 300 more.
Less
we
than
know y'all
300,
can
like
do that.
293.
We know y'all can do that.
Like 293 away or something like that.
Smash
Something
the
weird.
follow.
1,000 TikTok followers. 300 YouTube subscribers.
So that we only need 70 or 80 for that.
80, 87,
80.
87. No, 84.
84.
To be exact, 84.
84 for that. So while you go ahead and follow the TikTok, go ahead into our TikTok profile, click the link tree, let it bring you to YouTube. Smash the subscribe button.
So that's 1,000 TikTok followers, 300 YouTube subscribers. By the end of January, which is January 31st, we're giving away 2 free pair of shoes to 2 lucky winners.
2.
And Mike Oakley threw in the bonus is a free Built by the Red Stick shirt to each winner. So that one winner that win the shoes, you get a shirt. The other winner that win the shoes,
you get a shirt. And look, we know that some of y'all might not be from the Baton Rouge area. That's even better.
We ship.
That's even better. We
ship.
I would love for someone outside of our area. I want my people to win too, whatever. But I would love to pay the shipping cost.
We ship. Man, depending on where it's at, I'll drive it to your doorstep.
Drive it to them.
Let you meet me in person.
Yes, Lord. Just an average Joe.
Yeah, I'm just an average Joe.
Yes,
I'm
indeed.
just a nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody that
I'm
can save
just
anybody.
nobody
Yep.
trying to tell.
Man, is it that time again?
It is that time again, my brother.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
It's that time again. But as always, we really, really genuinely appreciate y'all from the bottom of our hearts.
No other place I'd rather spend my Friday.
No, thank God it's Friday. What Charlie say on the Friday? My mama's home. Hours. I'd rather be right here on my Friday. And as always, my people, my babies, my loves, we'll be back at the same time, at the same place, with the same producer. Built by the Red Stick, baby. Built by adversity, led by courage.
We love y'all.